Hey, what is going on, everybody? Monday afternoon. It's gonna be a damn. Anybody else had a crazy ass day like I've had? Man, it's been wild and crazy. From the HVAC going out this morning, and I got it up and fixed to doing freaking Zoom calls from the backside of my farm, sweating my ass off. It's been a fun day. But let's get some fun going. Hanging out with me is my buddy and friend, Miss Dawn Shuler. She is an absolute rock star. I'm so excited to have her at the summit, blowing you guys away about how to get rock stars on your teams and not rocks. Miss Dawn Shuler, welcome to the party, my dear. Please tell us a little bit about yourself.
Hey, Donnie. I always enjoy spending time with you and really excited to actually meet you in
I
person
know,
in
right?
September. Like, holy cow, is that going to be freaking awesome or what? Like, I just really can't wait. So,
Yeah, I'm excited. There's so many people that I've never met in person that I'm just so stoked to, say hello, shake hands, give hugs, and
drink
and
rum
just yeah, lots of rum, and I'm sure by the time we get there, I'm gonna need lots of rum.
with.
Um, so tell them a little bit about you, your story, and how you got to here.
So thanks. So I'm Dawn Shuler, CEO and founder of the Shuler Group, and we work with organizations regarding their people, their processes, and their performance to really make them a profitable, productive, and sustainable organization. And it really comes down to the people, and I think you're going to love this. Our motto used to be, when people thrive, companies thrive. It's actually the name of my podcast. And one day I told my husband and business partner, Mark, I actually don't give a shit whether people thrive or not. And realized, well, that's it's not exactly true, but it's like if somebody's got an unhappy life, there's really nothing that a company can do,
For
not
sure.
much, to make them a happy, thriving person. So it's what can we do as an organization to really the people, the processes, and the performance. And with the people, it comes down to having the right people in the right seats doing the right things. And it's that's what it is. It's about the rock stars. You get rid of the rocks. And I know that's going to be hard for some people to think about because, they're like, oh, it's not so bad. We can put up with it. And, but they handle these really, you know, big accounts. We can't let them go. So, but it always comes down to when you've got the rock stars, you're rocking.
Absolutely. And I think as business owners, we all run into the trait that sometimes we get caught up in being the nice person versus running a company, and it can be tough from time to time. So, I mean, I'm for one have been guilty of keeping people along for way longer than I should have. You know, and the same token, I haven't taken a risk on somebody because of thoughts of how much it was going to cost me and the likes, not betting on outcomes. And, for me, everything's got to be a culture fit. If you can't have a little bit of edge, you can't have a little bit of fun, you can't joke and smoke and freaking talk about drinking rum at the end of almost every damn day. I mean, then you're not a fit for our world. So
Mm-hmm.
I love the fact that you're going to dive deep in this because I think a lot of people struggle with it. And I think you're going to pair up nice with Kathy Servos, who's going to be talking a lot about how to outsource and how to get those right people. And you really walking through how to particularly, make sure you got the right people on your team. But you also got a pretty crazy background. You're an artist. You're also the vice president of one of our networking groups. I mean, you've got a lot of crazy things going for you. You
Oh, and
always
let's
just
add to it. We got to
oh,
add to that. I'm moving in a week.
yes, yes. Everybody loves it when you move, especially when you're running 500 bajillion things going on.
Exactly. So yeah, I crazy.
So, have you always been like this overachiever, high performance gal, or is this something you've kind of learned along the way?
Yeah, I mean, I've always been, I've got the Uber responsibility gene, so which isn't always a good thing, right? Like I can take responsibility and jump in and, oh, we need someone to be vice president of this new networking group. Oh, okay, I'll do it. Luckily, I actually really love it, so it's not an obligation kind of thing. And yeah, I've always been a high achiever. When I broke my foot in March, it literally, like, I felt my soul was almost dying because I couldn't do stuff. And which is part of the reason why I think I broke my foot, because I needed to slow my ass down, and it did. But yeah, I've always been that, like I feel good when I've gotten shit done. Like
Right.
that's when I feel good.
Yeah, I think one of the things that hurts me is people don't work at my speed. Laura DeFranco and I talk about this all the time, is we run at such high velocity that we expect everybody else to run as high velocity as we're running. And there's been several times, and I'm sure you're running the same thing, where you almost feel like you're slowing yourself down so they can keep up with you. And this, is why it's so imperative that you get the right people. I mean, you got to have people that are thinking steps ahead of you along the way. And I think one of the neatest things, and it was a gal on my podcast, I wish I could remember her name because I'd love to give her credit, said that blew me away of how I looked at hiring people, is she said, your staff should be holding you accountable, not the other way around. And that was a game changer thought process for me. What are your thoughts on that?
I love that, because I think that we need to work ourselves out of the job, meaning doing the job, right? As CEOs and leaders, our job is to, take the business, take it wherever, but that means we've empowered our people to do their jobs, and that doesn't mean, oh, you've got the power to do it, but come ask me for permission for every decision. No, it means they have the permission to make the decisions without us. And if we've truly done our job, then that means that, yes, they're holding us accountable, because, we also have a job to do as well, and we are accountable to them. So yes, I absolutely agree with that podcast guest.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Gosh, I know the name of her show is Win the Hour, Win the Day, but I can't remember the name of her show. It sucks. She got a bright yellow logo too. But you're coming out of Bethesda, Maryland, to come hang out with us. And Erin Lubian says she can't wait to meet you in person in September. So she'll be there. So, but guys, come hang out with us at the summit. There's only at this point of the recording 6 VIP tickets left, and the rest of the tickets are starting to move really, really fast. We're under 60 days to go to be here September 23rd through the 25th in Arlington, Texas. 17 amazing speakers, 3 days of pure badassery. Probably a lot of rum drinking and other drinking. I mean, everybody knows you go to conference to drink and meet people. So this one, we're just going to make sure you get some good learning in between. So,
there you go.
Any parting words, thoughts, or processes to leave everybody with, Ms. Dawn?
Honestly, it's that if you're thinking about, even before you come and you hear the session and other sessions, and you're thinking about, oh, do I have rock stars? Do I have rocks? There has never been anyone that I've ever heard of that when they've gotten rid of the rocks, they said, I think I did that too early. It was almost the opposite. You know what? I should have let that person go a long time ago. And when they find the rock stars, same thing. They never say, I hired that rock star too early. So add that to, your noodling as you're thinking about rock stars and rocks.
Love it, love it, love it. Well, Ms. Dawn Shuler, you're an absolute badass, my friend. I love hanging out with you. Guys, head over to badassbusinesssummit.com. Go get your tickets for September 23rd through the 25th. We're looking forward to see you there. Love you, mean it. See you. Bye.
Bye.